well, this will all be added to the podcast when we get that started out down the road here in about a month or so. But it is time to start the show, so here we go. Welcome to the Nashville Sound Writers Round. I am your host, Kipper Lee. What a fun night we've got for you tonight. We are bringing back Miss Emma St. Jude, who you've met once before in a previous show, and another new talented person to the family, Miss Natalie Price. Welcome in, ladies.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Yes, absolutely. So if you're new to the Nashville Sound Writers Round show, this is a pre-scheduled show where we have our artists come on. We get to know the artists. We have them tell some stories about original music they're going to play for us and have them play those songs. I want to give a special shout out to a couple of our partners here at Nashville Sound Writers Round. We have, first of all, our Truck Yeah Hat Bar Company. The Truck Yeah Hat Bar Company is a mother-daughter owned custom trucker hat company out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Two absolutely sweet ladies, and anybody that reaches out to the Truck Yeah Hat Bar Company, they can do it on Instagram. They can do it. They can via website. You can reach out to them. Have 100 custom trucker hats made, and if you mention the Nashville Sound Writers Round, they will give you a discount for that price. And on top of that, I want to give a special thanks to WFMC Jams. The gentlemen, Mark and Brian at WFMC Jams, have been incredible partners with us here at the Nashville Sound Writers Round show. Not only do they make sure we are live on YouTube every week at the same time, but they do something absolutely incredible for artists. Any artist, independent artist that would like to have their music playing on their radio station, which is in Northern Alabama and Central Tennessee, on their internet radio channel or the Roku channel, can actually go to WFMC Jam's website and submit their music at no cost. So it's absolutely free for artists to do, and you'll have your music up there running and playing for people all over the world. So give special thanks to Mark and Brian for everything they do. It is absolutely free for independent artists. That's what our goal is here on this show is to bring independent artists to their faces to new people on TikTok and YouTube, and soon to be on streaming platforms in about a month when our podcast goes live. And there'll be some new information coming around to what Nashville Sound Right Around is going to look like. There'll be some changes coming, all good changes in a lot of different ways, but we're excited about what's going to be happening down the road. And without further ado, we're going to get things started. So I normally always throw the rookie right into the hot box. So we're going to welcome, as I move her over, we're going to welcome Miss Natalie Price over to the big box. Hello, Natalie. Everybody always gets stunned when I first move them over. They're like, oh gosh, I'm right up on the camera. Welcome to the Nashville Sound Writers Round. And before we get to know you a little bit, I do want to let all of our viewers know there is a little arrow down at the bottom. Repost that. Don't be stingy. Share these lovely ladies' voices out with all your friends and family. Share it out there and let them know what's going on here. Say, come in here and support these ladies. You can also give them a follow here. And as we go on through the night, you get to know other places you can find out where they're at, where they're playing, what kind of music they have going on, as well as there is a little gift box down at the bottom. Don't be afraid to click on their face and gift them. There will be a little gift box. You click on that. You can give them a little gift. Don't be afraid. Every little thing counts, and we're very happy. These ladies are on this show absolutely free. So even one little gift of 50 cents still means they're making more than when they go out and play in town. They got to pay for parking. So the Nashville area is not a cheap place to park. That's for sure. So, Natalie, welcome in and welcome to the Nashville Sound Writers Round. How are you doing this evening?
I am doing all right. How are you?
I am fantastic. So we're going to get a chance to know you a little bit, and let us, where you're originally from. You live in the Nashville area now, is that correct?
Yes, I'm originally from Fort Worth, but I spent the last 15 years in Austin, Texas.
Oh, really? Okay. I love Austin. I've only been there one time, had such a great time there, great music town. So tell us a little bit about your music. Like where do your, as a writer and as an artist, like where do your inspirations come from? Where do your, I guess, where does your sound generate from? Because we're all influenced by somebody.
That is true. spiritual, magical, like amazingness. Like I don't know why my brain works the way it does and where the melodies come from sometimes. That aside, I grew up in church, so I heard a lot of gospel music growing up and listened to a lot of classical music. And I didn't really discover country music or oldies until I was driving myself to school. And then in high school, I heard a band called Muse, a rock band from the UK. Loved them. Didn't know you could have a grand piano solo in a rock and roll song. And then in college, I got into Radiohead. And, you know, it's been an interesting journey of like, I love like Johnny Cash. It's like Johnny Cash meets Muse, maybe.
Okay.
It's a weird song. Like I have pop melodies and like kind of folk. I call it Amerikinda because it's sort of kinda.
I love that Amerikinda. I'm probably going to steal that at some point and just say it. That's fantastic. So, and I love, you know, that's when you look at music and you look at the Nashville music, and I was supposed to say the Nashville Sound Writers Round is not a country music show. It is a music show. And that's really, if you look all around Nashville, there's so many different sounds. So I love hearing Johnny Cash and Muse and Radiohead, all absolutely incredible people that are artists that I had a chance to listen to in my life. And just so good. Amerikinda. I love that. It's going to stick in my brain forever now.
I mean, I did not invent that word, but I definitely co-opted it. I think there's a label in Fort Worth called Amerikinda, so, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, I was about to give Natalie Price all credit on that. And just so we know now, if you're looking for, it's always Nat Price Music, right? It's always at Nat Price Music.
Nat Price Music.
Okay, all right. We wanted to make sure we got that out there and make sure what people are searching for on different platforms. So looking at now in the next 5 years, what as an artist, what do your dreams look like?
Big questions on a Monday night. Next 5 years, I would like to have put out at least 2 more albums in the next 5 years. If not more. I am an independent artist, so it's a little slower sometimes. That's an interesting question. Some of my dreams have kind of done a little in Nashville.
Yeah.
And like, I'd love to have a song that I wrote on someone else's album. I think that would be really cool. And I don't know that it's in the next 5 years, but there is definitely on my to-do list win a Grammy.
Okay.
And I would like to tour the world, not just the US. So I would like to add a worldwide tour to the mix.
I love it. Nothing like
Australia, the Netherlands, like Northern Europe, Canada.
Okay. I mean, and nothing like living out your dreams and traveling the world doing it, right?
Yeah.
Well, Fallon Lee Music had just come on here and said he'd love to collab. So Fallon, reach out to us all. And let us know. That's for sure. We're all about collaborating when it comes to music in this town. So, and I say this town, I refer to Nashville, but we've had many artists on here from different areas, from Arkansas, California, New Hampshire, you name it. That's the beauty of doing this on TikTok, as people can be anywhere they want to play. Well, how about you play a song for us? But before, tell us a little bit about this song. What came about with the writing on it and all that?
I'm going to play an introduction song. It's called One Foot in Front of the Other. It's a little punk forward, if you will. Punk folk, maybe, forward.
Okay.
And I was at a conference, and at this particular conference, they give you a song prompt. And if you write a song by the end of the conference, you can perform it in front of everyone at the final luncheon. And I always like to try, and see what happens. And definitely stayed up almost all night writing it and came in haggard, but played this song and I was like, man, this is exactly, yes. And then I just released it last year. And I love it. It's 100% true. And it's, it's my mantra. I'm a person that I'm pretty shy and I have a lot of fears. And I don't want to let that stop me, because I've learned that sometimes our most surprising and greatest joys come just on the other side of that thing that we're afraid of.
Yeah.
So if there's something in front of you that you're afraid of, this is my encouragement to you to put one foot in front of the other. Start doing it. It'll be a little less scary.
All right. I'm going to mute myself and you take it away.
Hopefully my signal is fine. I saw a little notification earlier, so you'll let me know, right? Something's wrong. 2 polo shirts and navy A-line skirts straight from the Land's End. So anxious about a new school, 'cause I'd been homeschooled up until then. Nervous and scared, how do I walk in there? I put one foot in front of the other, took a deep breath, and I squared my shoulders. Still afraid of making mistakes, but what could be seem like such an adventure to me. First dance, first date, first kiss, mouthful of braces, nervous and scared. How do I walk in there? I put one foot in front of the other, took a deep breath, and I squared my shoulders. Still afraid of making mistakes, but what could be seem like such an adventure.
Love that. It is such a true story. So many little aspects of that. Any like different listeners would hear and go, oh yeah, I remember that moment. So you played it.
Oh.
You played it at the conference that next day.
Yup.
Now I'll tell you what, that's a pretty brave thing to do. I'd say that's a brave thing.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I want to be in life, is I want to be brave.
Well, you obviously have done it before. A great song, and I've seen you. I don't know if it was a Music Row Freak show, but I've never seen you at the local, so I can't remember which night, because fortunately and unfortunately, I'm there all the time because it's like a mile from where I live, and there's always great music. But I've never seen Natalie on stage. I'm like, all right, I want you to be on the show.
Cool.
So, well, thank you for sharing that first song with us, and we are going to bring Miss Emma St. Jude over to the big. Oh, I don't know what just happened. I clicked something that completely took away my. There you go. Maybe.
I need to mute.
No, there's just there it is. Whew. There it is. Oh, now we got it. I hit something on my screen. That's the one thing I can't stand about this. I had to touch the screen all the way through the show. But Miss Emma St. Jude, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, Kipper?
I am doing. Welcome back to the show. We had Emma. I think was it like March? I was going to say. Yeah, I think it was March we had you on the show. So it's always nice when we get to bring somebody back on and kind of catch up on what's been going on in their life, because I know you've had some exciting things happen, and a new release and everything, and your debut release.
Yes, sir.
From the last time we had you on. But also just noticed some today that in September we're actually going to be at a writer's retreat together.
Yes. You just reminded me I need to respond to that email too, because I was at work all day, and then we were looking at we're looking for a new place to live, so we were looking at that, and Britt has been texting me all day, and I got to get back to her. So thank you. Thank you.
Hey, that's all right. If you forget, just go back and watch the replay. It's What tell us, remind everybody where you're originally from.
Well, hi guys. I'm Emma St. Jude. I'm originally from a small town called Palm Harbor, Florida. It's just suburbia, but in the South. Yeah, I'm from Florida. I do country rock, write a ton of songs, play out a lot. And yeah, I had my first single. Thank you for starting that off, Kipper. Come out at March 31st of this year. It's called God Ain't Gonna Ask. I quite like it. I wrote it with two of my really good friend and then also my boyfriend. I wrote it with Sarah Swenson and my boyfriend Alex James, who will be on later to play it because he plays it so much better than me. I love
we're getting a guest appearance from Alex. All right.
Oh, 100%. He lives with me. He doesn't get to say no. He's watching the live right now from the couch. So yeah.
Well, it's funny that this small world yet big world we live in, and how you see people and how you put them in context when you see them. I don't know if Alex told you, but I saw him not long ago. And we were at Josh's birthday at the bowling alley, and I introduced myself because I don't. It was the first time I ever seen Alex without you being there. It was like I didn't even register. So again, my apologies, Alex. I feel terrible afterwards.
No, Kipper, that's your karma. Because the second time we ever met, you swore I forgot your name, but I don't know any other Kippers.
That's true. What? Hey, tell us play a song for us. Tell us about this first song and let us know a little about it.
Well, I have to introduce my co-writer. You can see his butt right there. I always start around, especially if people don't know me, with this song because it's the first song I wrote by myself in a long time last year. And a big life change me and my boyfriend had after 2 years of being together is we got a dog. And this came after a lot of my friends started getting married. I have now been in 3 weddings, and like 2 bridal showers and bachelorette parties and like all that stuff. All my friends are back home married. They have houses, kids, they're doing all this crazy stuff. And I'm 25 and I live in Nashville with my boyfriend, a pit bull, and I'm trying to be a musician. It's a very different life. And I wrote this song because my friends would call me and be like, we got this house. My friends would call me and be like, we got engaged. And I'd be like, well, we got a dog. So this is We Got a Dog. I hope you guys like it.
Take it away, girl.
Yeah. Parents keep asking about a grandbaby, bugging and bothering me endlessly. I got too much on my plate, and a baby would just get in the way. Friends are getting married, kids in their own, buying tiny shoes and reading big homes. Guess I missed the memo a little later to bloom, but for me it feels way too soon. And now my baby's talking about a baby. He's more than willing, but I ain't ready. Couldn't reach an agreement, see what the other saw. So we met in the middle and we got a dog. Met in the middle and we got a dog. Got ourselves a puppy, pretty much the same thing. Cries and he whines and he loves to sleep. No dirty diapers really is a big plus. And if I squint real hard, it kinda looks like us. And now my baby's talking about a baby. He's more than willing, but I ain't ready. Couldn't reach an agreement, see what the other saw. So we met in the middle and we got a dog. Met in the middle and we got a dog. He's more than willing, but hey, I ain't ready. Couldn't reach an agreement, see what the other saw. So we met in the middle and we got a dog. Met in the middle, we got a dog. Met in the middle, and now we have a dog.
I was waiting for your co-writer to jump in and sing a little bit with you, but
Well, if you saw in the beginning when you were introducing this lovely round, he kept shoving his face against my shoulder, and I was like shoving him, and I was hoping nobody thought I had a small child or something next to me. But no, it's just an 85-pound pit bull puppy. He's fine.
no dogs were harmed in the filming of this episode. So.
No, so many guitar picks. He eats these all the time.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine. Yeah, that's something I never, even when my kids were little and when I had a dog. Luckily, there weren't a whole lot of picks, and the only room that did have them, they couldn't get in. But I can only imagine. So. Well, thank you so much, Emma St. Jude, for sharing your first song with us. We're going to bring Miss Natalie Price back over the big box. And I want to say thank you, Guitar Man. Appreciate you for coming in, brother. Everybody's been in so far. Please make sure that you are tapping on these ladies' faces and giving them a follow. And don't be afraid to tap that little gift box and throw a little love their way, too. It's just always so nice to have people coming in and supporting the show the way you are, and appreciate you coming in more than you know. So. All right, now we have what I call the big question. This is the real big question, because you've played on stages all over. So I love to ask this, and we get to know you a little bit through how you answer this, but share an embarrassing moment while you're on stage that's happened to you, or here's the caveat, because people they don't want to share all the things that have happened to them, or something you witnessed that was just really, really funny.
I'm trying to think. There's two things that come to mind. And one of them was me speaking on stage, describing how awesome my t-shirts are, but I started talking about the fabric and the weight, and I started using words like heft. And my friend who was with me, I didn't realize everything I said sounded like I was talking about an appendage instead. And I at some point realized it, and I was like, anyways, my t-shirts are great. Here's a song. And I was so embarrassed. And my friend who we were doing a song swap, she was like, it was really hard for her to keep a straight face. So we were very professional women. We kept it together, but we laughed very hard later.
Oh, yeah, it's a good thing you weren't next to me on stage, because I would have definitely made a point to bring it up right then.
Really? Give me more detail. The other time was early on in my career when I was playing a very strange place in the middle of nowhere, Texas. And it looked like an old mechanic shop that was turned into a corner store / hamburger place. And it's about as weird as it sounds. It's very small. The stage was literally the corner right by the tomatoes, canned tomatoes. And I got everything plugged in, and then I remembered, I left my something in the green room, literally the mechanic room next door, through around the corner. So I just started walking and forgot that I was still plugged in, and started dragging all of the equipment with me. Oh. And somebody was like, encore! And I'm like, wow. It was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, at least you didn't take out all the canned tomatoes and have them go rolling all over the floors.
That's true. That's true. It could have been bigger and worse.
That's right. There's always a silver lining in even the crazy stories we've had happen to us. Well, I always like for the audience to hear this, and because every musician is different. What does it an average day in the life? Because not every day is the same. I know there's lots of different things, but what's the average day in the life for you as an artist look like?
Every day is different, and it depends on, are you asking, is this average day in the city of Nashville, or is it on the road on tour?
Well, that's a great question. I was thinking an average day in Nashville. However, if there's something that just is the goal was to have the audience understand what the life is like to be an independent artist.
Well, these days, currently in Nashville, I hold down 4 or 5 part-time jobs. So I'm bouncing around between those, or I'm at my house working for myself, meaning responding to emails, queuing up posts on my Patreon. I have a little Patreon following. I'm writing songs. I'm meeting with co-writers. I'm currently working really hard to only eat at home. And so I've been cooking a lot at home, and that takes a lot of time. And then I try to also go out at night and see live music, because again, I'm starting over in a new town. You have to do that to get to know people. You have to go out, and that costs money. So I like try to save all my money for going out.
Okay. All right. No, I appreciate that, because it's every artist, their life is different. And you hear, I've got a full-time job and I do all this, or I'm working multiple part-time jobs. I'm doing this because it's
all the different
extremely
iterations I have done. There was a season in Austin where I worked full-time for 8 years for a mortgage company and also played multiple nights a week around town and went and toured on the weekends.
Yeah.
And then but I haven't had a full-time job since 2024. So I've been on my own for quite a while, it feels like.
Not all the glam and glitter that you see on TV, that's for sure. I said, I always want to I just want to make a honky tonk living. I just want to make enough money to do music full time. That's all I want to do. So, well, thank you for sharing a little bit about kind of what goes into your life as an artist, because I think it's just important for new fans even to know. And as we'll get in before everybody's third song, we'll start talking about where all you can find them on social media, streaming platforms, and all of that. But before, how about play us another song and tell us a little bit about it before?
Okay. I'm going to switch instruments.
Uh-oh.
Harmonica. Just kidding. Although I do kind of have this fantasy that, like, I'll be on stage. I just started a new band with my roommates. I have this fantasy of, like, just whipping out the harmonica on stage and just slaying in the middle of the song. Everyone will be like, what just happened?
Well, John Popper.
But I'm not there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. This is a baritone ukulele. If anyone's curious, it's a Kala that I installed a pickup in, and I got it originally because I put out a song on my last album called "Don't Give Up on Me," and I wrote it on and played it on a classical guitar in a weird tuning. And so I bought the smallest instrument I could find that sounded like a classical guitar, and that's this, my friend Barry.
All right.
This song is called Running Out of Time, though, and it's ironically another song that I wrote at the same conference, but a different year. I wrote it just a few months ago in September.
Okay.
And I think we're always given a prompt. I think the prompt for this one was second to last dance. And I went a lot of directions, started writing a lot of different songs, and somehow I ended up here. I don't know. Maybe it'll make... Maybe you can relate. It's called Running Out of Time.
Take it away.
Well, there's too much on my mind. Things are falling through the cracks. Another message missed. Another deadline passed. For all the things I'm doing, I'm not doing enough. My bank account is empty. It's calling my bluff. And I feel like I'm running out of time. I feel like I'm running out of time. Well, I've been here for 15 years, been gone for 20 weeks. Construction means I need a map, I don't recognize these streets. And newly minted legal kids crowd my favorite dive. And middle age is coming for me faster than I'd like. And I feel like I'm running out of time. I feel like I'm running out of time. And there's a man on the TV I can't seem to escape, running his mouth with all the promises he makes. Well, he can't stop the flooding on the mountains from the rain, and he won't stop the wars or even de-escalate. And I feel like we're running out of time. I feel like we're running out of time. my grandma became a shadow of herself. My mother's showing signs now. I don't know how to help, and I don't want to panic, but I share her DNA, and I'm praying through the science that we might catch a break. But I feel like we're running out of time. I feel like we're running out of time. We all seem to be more worried than her. She just shrugs and says, I'll be fine, 'cause I won't remember. And maybe that should make me feel better, but I feel like I'm running out of time. I feel like I'm running out of time. And I feel like we're running out of time. I feel like we're running out of time. And I feel like we're running out of time. I feel like we're running out of time.
Such a clever way to write about Alzheimer's and dementia. That was such a good song, such a unique way to write it without, there's sadness there, but there's also a little humor. That was so good. I really like that. So,
Thank you.
you're absolutely welcome. Yeah, very deep. Absolutely, Guitar Man, very deep. So, well, we're going to bring Miss Emma St. Jude, the Emma St. Jude trio with, and you got to tell us what's up, Alex?
What's going on?
Shamrock.
What is the dog's name?
This is Shamrock.
Shamrock. That's right. All right.
I'm trying to listen to this beautiful song, and he's licking my elbow and eating my guitar strap. I am so sorry.
Hey, the beauty of a puppy.
Beauty, if you want to call it that.
Oh, look at right in the middle, ready to sing along. So, all right, Emma. So, because I know you shared it in the past, but actually, I don't even think I was asking this question in the early days. I want to know about the embarrassing moment or funny thing that's happened while you're on stage, like we asked with Natalie.
Can it be from like millions of years ago? Because my mom loves this story.
It can be from any time. If your mom loves it, then absolutely.
So when I was really little, we used to live in Connecticut, and I signed up for the Holy Family. It was our church talent show, and I was going to sing "The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow" by Annie. But I had really crippling stage fright from like age 2 to 10, and this was right in the middle at like age 6. And I got up there, the song started, I held the mic, and I'm standing as rigid as any toddler would. And I just open my mouth, I sing about 2 words, and then I just start sobbing. But what makes it better is that after crying for a minute and everybody like going, "Aw," to this small child on the stage, I go, "Mommy, help!" And my mother walks all the way up on stage, takes the microphone, and my mom starts singing the song.
So did Mom finish the entire song, or did you sing along with her?
Show must go on. Give her.
So we got to invite your mom on the show. Then she's got to do this. Although I guess we can't do covers.
Well, normally she's watching, but she's unfortunately in Croatia right now, so she can't get on her TikTok. It doesn't go with her her international plan. Because I did tell her about it, and she was like, "I'm going to be doing yoga," and I was like, "Dang."
That's a good excuse. It's a good excuse. That's right. So, all right. So, I wanted to ask you as well, same as Natalie, what a day in life. I know you mentioned you just had a job and you got home from work, but tell us about what the average day in the life looks like for you as an artist and a writer.
As an artist, the only time I have is the hour and a half, 2 hours before work, and then the 5 to 6 hours after work. So I get up at 6 a.m. and go to Pilates. And then I go to my 9 to 5. I am an accountant for other musicians. So I go do taxes and touring and pay people money that I want to also be them. So, but it's been pretty cool. I love my job. And then I come home. I will walk my dog. And I either jet off to a co-write, go to a gig, go watch live music, just like Natalie was talking about. Big lover of doing that, going to Midtown. I cook somewhere and eat somewhere in that time if I have the time. And then I will edit some videos, post them, set them to post, and then I go to bed and do it all over again.
Okay, what restaurants let you cook and eat in them? I'm joking.
Oh, well,
I'm teasing. I'm just taking your words literal. So, well, what are you going to play for us next, ma'am?
This is actually a new one. So those of you that are watching, if you like it, let me know because I'm considering releasing it for my next release. I had a really good meeting with a couple industry people a couple weeks ago, and I felt inspired to write again because I write with other people or for other people. I don't always sit down and be like, let's write for me. But this was one I just wrote. I have a lot of rock influence in my life. I'm a big Tom Petty fan. And I was like, I want to write a rock and roll country song. So I made Alex figure out what it would sound like, and then I wrote the words for him. And we have this song. It's called Mood Ring. I hope you guys like it.
All right, take it away.
Life's his whiskey neat, but today he's on the rocks. First he's cute like a pup, and then he slides a fox. Changing his mind like the wind changed direction. Bad boy luck with some real good intentions. Not to mention, I wanna make it mine. I swear he knows it, but he won't show it like a mood ring that I can wrap around my finger. No, yeah, like a porcelain, swinging back and forth in a July storm. Don't know where he's going. The smoke is blowing, could burn this whole barroom down. Don't know what he's thinking, but I'm thinking he don't want me to see. Yeah, he's a little moody. He's got two faces, but both of them pretty. When he's real mad, he don't say nothing to me. I think he's moving on, think he's moved right past, but then he flashes that smile about drop dead. Can't get him out of my head. I wanna make it mine, I swear he knows it, but he won't show it like a mood ring. I can wrap around my finger, no, yeah, like a porcelain, swinging back and forth in a July storm. Don't know where he's going, the smoke he's blowing could burn this whole barroom down. Don't know what he's thinking, but I'm thinking he don't want me to see. Shit right, yeah, he's my little mood ring. Give me a sign, send out a signal. Get in my sights, give me a visual. Light up the shot, look in my eyes. Are you feeling the vibe, or are you feeding me lies like a mood ring? But I can wrap around my finger, no, yeah, like a porcelain, swinging back and forth in a July storm. Don't know where he's going, the smoke is blowing, could burn this whole barroom down. Don't know what he's thinking, but I'm thinking he don't want me to see. He's a little mood ring. Yeah, he's my little mood ring. Thank you.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's a great song to read. And Mood Ring, I've never heard that title or hook ever. Like, I like that.
Good.
Yeah. Now, I've got to ask, since Alex is right there, is Alex, do you play ever?
Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of songwriting, but I play a lot for her, and
And he's got music out, and it's great. Alex James.
Okay, all right. I'm glad. That was about to be my next question then. Good. All right. Well, now we know. We'll add that to the Nashville Sound Writers Round playlist because on Spotify because we've got to. Actually, I think I have added your new release, Emma. So, but I'll have to, I know I'm a little bit behind. It used to be me and a crew, and now it's just me. So
You're doing a great job, though, Kipper.
Oh no,
Mighty team of one.
No, it's so funny because my mind, I'm always glancing around. I've literally got 4 screens in front of me, and the one I'm looking at right now is live. Every other one is slightly delayed, so when you reach down to share. So, but, well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that one. We're going to bring Miss Natalie Price back up to the big box. All right, Natalie, so where can we find you on social medias? Where can we find you on streaming platforms and find out when people can watch you out live? Oh, I think you're still muted.
At least I wasn't unmuted and making noise during the last song.
That's true.
That actually was embarrassing that happened during 2020. Anyways, you can find me online everywhere at Nat Price Music, natpricemusic.com, literally everything anywhere, even like the Cash Apps and Venmos and stuff. So very easy to find. I try to be.
Okay.
And I'm about to go on tour. I'm about to leave the country for a little bit, and I don't think I'm playing in town before then. But I am playing with my trio, the Texpats. We are at the Texpats Music on Instagram. And we are playing at the 5 Spot on Tuesday night for their Type 5 Tuesday on July 14th in Nashville. And we are also going to play She Rises Music Fest in Taos on July 16th. And those are the next two things coming up.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'll be out of town, or I would definitely be there. I love the 5 Spot. It's a cool little music venue.
My first time to play there. I'm excited.
Oh, you're gonna love it. It's a great little place. I love going to the 5 Spot. I know you said you've got music out already. So tell us,
yes,
how many songs do you have out? Do you have new music coming? Let's a little more about that.
I have 19 songs out on 2 projects. I have a 5-song EP that I put out in 2019 called Through the Fog. It's a collection of songs that I felt like were on the other side of depression. If you've ever struggled with depression, it might be an interesting set of songs to listen to, and they're very hope-filled. And then I released an album, a 10-song album that I recorded here in Nashville before I moved here. And that's a self-titled. It's just called Natalie Price. 10-song album I put out a couple years ago. And then last year I released 4 singles, and I have played one of those songs so far, one foot in front of the other. And yeah.
So
and I'm working on new material. Like I don't have the next album recorded, but I have a couple singles queued up, ready to go. I haven't announced the release date, but it'll be this year.
Okay. All right. And so the early kind of drop. She's dropping it sometime this year. So that just means you have to go to natpricemusic.com or natpricemusic on all the social medias to find out when that's coming. And I will beg and ask everybody who's watching or who listens to this, whenever you listen to on YouTube later, or you watch you listen to the podcast when it comes out, make sure that when you're following any artist and they are dropping those pre-saves, go pre-save the song, pre-save it. It does help these artists to hit the right algorithms and hoping to get added to different playlists on the streaming platforms. And if there's opportunities to go old school and they sell any vinyls or anything like that, go buy it. Because if anybody knows anything about music, the streaming platforms, they keep all the money almost. So these independent artists aren't making that much money when they release music. But the easiest way to support them is go give them a follow on social media and on the streaming platforms, not just downloading the song, listen to it, but you can follow them there, because that also adds to who they've got listening to their music and lets the algorithms know there's opportunities for these artists and people want to hear from them. So please follow. It's the cheapest and easiest way to support an artist. So, well, what do you have for, what's that?
I was going to say, hi, Patrick. That's my boyfriend. He's watching, and from Montreal, actually.
Well, welcome in, Montreal. Welcome in, and congratulations, Team Canada, on their win in the World Cup last night. So I'm so into sports. So I watch any sport that's on at any time for the most part. But if it's not music related, it's all sports. So what do you have for us for song number 3? And I guess this would be the final song based on the time. What is our final song? Yes, ma'am.
Well, I thought about playing a brand new song, and maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? What do people normally do?
I love it. We've had multiple artists play a song for the first time in front of other people on the show. I love that. Yeah. If you want to,
this is not really. I've played it in front of a few people, but like it's not been really on a stage yet, and so it's not even actually fully memorized. But I think that it needs to be a song that I play out. So this is like ripping off the Band-Aid a little bit.
Hey, love it. Take it away. Yeah. Tell us about it actually first.
This is a song called "Boys Do Things," and it is. Sorry, I just realized I had to retune for it. It's in drop. I don't normally. I just sort of decided on the fly. I was a pretty big tomboy growing up. The ways that I would escape were to read a book or climb a tree, and I was always out trying to be in nature. Thought that I just, fantasized, I guess, like any little white girl to be a native princess. And anyways, I just was trying to like survive in the outer, I don't know. I was in the suburbs, but I went out as far as I could into backyards and trees and stuff to try and feel like I was surviving in the wild. And anyways, I always felt really left out by the boys because I was still a girl, and because of that, they wouldn't let me join the football game. Anyways, it's a much longer conversation, but this is kind of the beginning of it. And I wrote it with my buddy here in Nashville, Kenny Foster, and this is not the song we sat down to write, but he helped identify that it was the song that needed to be written. And so I might have to scroll a little at some point to get all the lyrics in, but hope you like it. This is for all the tomboys out there. Never gonna wear pink, never wear makeup, never cry. I was climbing fences, digging in the mud and playing the spy. Didn't wanna play all the girl things, I wanted in on the football game. Didn't wanna sit down on the sidelines, being quiet, watching. Boys do things, yeah, boys do things. Shooting from the hip, don't even got a thing. Running reckless, wild and free. No consequences, no authority. The messes they made didn't need a say, and it didn't seem fair to me. Watching boys do things, yeah, boys do things. Sitting in the White House, standing in the pulpit, waging war. Earning all the billions, filling up the prisons, keeping score. Getting plenty older, never getting wiser, building bigger fires, yeah. When boys do things, yeah, boys do things. Shooting from the hip, don't even got a thing. Running reckless, wild and free. No consequences, no authority. Messes they make and we don't get a say, and it doesn't seem fair to me. When boys do things, yeah, boys do things. Ooh. And all of the girls had to try twice as hard just to get by. And all of the boys born on third, barely running or coming in first. When boys do things, shooting from the hip, don't even got a thing. Running reckless, wild and free, no consequences, no authority. The messes they make and we don't get a say, and it doesn't seem fair to me. Watching boys do things, Boys do things. Boys do things. Boys do things. When boys do things.
Miss Natalie Price, y'all. Make sure you go give her a follow on Nat Price Music. Go to natprice.com. Find out when she has new music coming out. She's already got music out there. So make sure you're going on to the streaming platforms and giving her a follow, downloading that music. It's for whatever that monthly fee is you pay, it's almost free to you. So, Natalie, thank you so much for being on the show. Yes, ma'am.
Thanks. Oh, I was going to say, if you want an easy way to find me on the platform of your choice, like Spotify, Amazon, whatever, natpricemusic.com/listen. I got them all listed out. And then if you want to hear like songs I'm writing before they're released, those are for my patrons on Patreon, and I'm at Nat Price Music there too.
Oh, that's great. That's good to know. I'm not even that aware of Patreon. So somebody in this industry has no knowledge of it whatsoever.
We'll talk about this later.
Okay. All right.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for being on. We're going to bring Miss Emma St. Jude back over. So it must be time for the debut release that just came out not long ago.
Yes, sir.
Is that what we're about to hear?
Yeah.
I know. I knew it. I was just going to. No. We've got plenty of time. We have plenty of time. You know, that's the beauty of being my show. I can go as long as I want to and end things when I need to.
But yeah, I have my debut single is what I'm going to play for you guys. Alex did help write it, so it's only fitting that he plays it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, before you play, let everybody know where they can find you on social media, on streaming and all that.
You can find me at Emma St. Jude anywhere. That's at EMMASTJUDE. Also find me at EmmaStJude.com, same spelling. Where else? I post a lot on TikTok, so if you like anything I've done tonight, chances are you'll like the stuff I post on a daily basis every single day on here. And I'm active on Instagram too, so just, wherever you take in your social media, find me at EmmaStJude.com, and I'm on Spotify now. So,
Excellent. That's right. And if for some reason you can't find her, you can always go to the Nashville Sound Writers Round playlist on Spotify. All of our artists, by the end of this week, we'll be caught up. Every artist will be on there. We maybe have like 400 songs, I think, on the playlist. So plenty of drive time music to listen to. All the incredible artists we've had on our show already since we launched. And I'm not going to plug that anymore. I want everybody to go listen to Emma St. Jude, and I want everybody to hear this new song. So you all take it away. And tell us about it first. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, some of my favorite country music when I was growing up that really got me into the country scene was like Miranda Lambert, Murder Country. No better story is told than a scornful woman. And I love that. I talked about it earlier. I wrote this song with my good friend Sarah Swenson and then Alex. And it was a story we made up. Sarah had this fantastic idea, like, God ain't gonna ask about my sins because yours are worse. And I was like, oh my God, that's freaking great. So this song is about getting revenge on the pious, uppity girl in your town who thinks that they're untouchable. But God's gonna be the final judgment. And he's gonna think I didn't do as bad when I got my revenge. So that's what this song is about. It's called God Ain't Gonna Ask, and I hope you like it.
All right. Take it away.
Take it away, baby. Small town with a big old gossip. Preacher's daughter got a trash talking habit. Daddy swears you're a saint brought down to earth. No shame, stole my man from right up under. You don't know that you messed with the wrong girl. No savior above is coming down to save you. Watch who you cry, say all your prayers. We all got an answer to the man upstairs. Oh, how the mighty do fall. Started from such greatness, but now you've lost it all. When you hear salvation ringing, and it's your judgment time, you better worry about your own sins, honey, 'cause God ain't gonna ask about mine. devotions on the daily. She'll need more than a Hail Mary to protect you from the hell I'm about to raise. Should have stayed out of my business, but where the Lord is my witness, gonna right here wrong in my own way. Watch who you cross, say all your prayers, we all got an answer to the man upstairs. Oh, how the mighty do fall. Started from such greatness, but now you've lost it all. When you hear salvation ringing, and it's your judgment time, you better worry about your own sins, honey, 'cause God ain't gonna ask about mine. And I made my peace, and I hope when my time comes, God will forgive me when He sees where I'm coming from. Oh, how the mighty do fall. Started from such greatness, and now you've lost it all. When you hear salvation ringing, and it's your judgment time, you better worry about your own sins, honey, 'cause God ain't gonna ask about mine. Mr. Alex James on the guitar, everybody. Thanks, baby.
And Emma St. Jude, Emma, Alex, thank you so much. Natalie Price, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. It has been an absolute blast getting to know you a little bit better, Emma, getting to know you, Natalie. I think we met and spoke for about 10 seconds. So it was nice to know you and get to know you a little bit better, and excited for both of your all's music for now and what's to come down the road. So it's, I know big things, because both incredibly talented ladies. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having us.
You are more than welcome. And again, before they go away, y'all, make sure you give them a follow on the social media platforms as well as all streaming platforms. Some really, really cool things out here that they have going on, and more music coming that you'll definitely want to be listening to. I love the excitement, the fun. I love, Emma, that you just released your first debut song. I hope it's going great for you, because it's such a killer song. Natalie, I love your music. I love the hopefulness you've got in your music, and it's just so easy for so many different people to, connect to. So appreciate you all so much. Again, it has been an incredible first hour, that's for sure.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. I'll be lowering you ladies down. Thank you. I'll be reaching out to you soon just to say hi and be seeing you around this beautiful town that we're in. And now comes probably the worst part of the show for everybody else. Is just me. I put out there Kimberly and guests, but we kind of made some changes tonight. We had some guests that had some pretty decent opportunities. So the rule on our show is you go take on opportunities, especially if they're money-making opportunities. And so we're going to talk a little bit about, I'm actually going to play a few songs, I think, this evening. Something I may have played one song since we started the whole show, or started the whole concept of the show even. But we're going to talk a little bit. Things are just going to be looking a little different moving forward for the Nashville Sound Writers Room. We had been doing things every Monday starting at 7 o'clock. That is going to be changing, because we really have built up a really nice show, and months since we started. I think it's like 3-4 months we've been doing the show. So we have a lot built up for the podcast. We're going to be moving things to a little different format. We tried to get 3 ladies at 7, 3 guys at 9. Well, it's the summer months. A lot of people are traveling, they're touring. May not be as easy to get as many folks. And we think with our goal is starting the podcast in about a month, we're going to move the format to look more like a podcast. We're still going to do the live shows, because we want to bring the artists on here and have them have a chance to grow their following. As well as just let new people across the TikTok world get to hear these incredible voices, as well as we'll go live on these same shows like we're doing now. We're also live on YouTube. But we are going to change some things up. And the reason why we're doing that is, I think it's the time to do it. So we're going to have probably a couple different folks out there. Why the AI marketing? Because when I started all this, it was a one-man job, and I was trying to get a lot of different things set up. So appreciate the question, Austin. But it was a real simple. I know it's so funny because since we did this, since you brought it up, I got to talk about it. Since we did the AI chat GBT type background, I have seen 30 different Nashville-based backgrounds that have almost this exact same format in there. But yeah, so let me see. Luther Kenny, I can't even with glasses on, I can't see it that well. But no, Austin, yeah, there's like this thing pieces everywhere. So is this songwriting only? So this is the Nashville Sound Writers Round show is a show for independent artists to come on who have original independent music. So the goal is not to do covers. We don't want covers. You can go any bar in any town, just about, if there's a band there, they're playing covers. So what we want to do is have original music, have the stories behind those musics, kind of like you would see in Nashville at a writer's round, but also have the interview part so you get a chance to know these artists a little better. We want the audience to connect with the artists. And the best way to do is get to know the artists a little bit and then have them tell the stories behind their original songs. So it isn't songwriters only. There are some artists who have played songs that they're outside cuts that they're, since we started the show, that are playing songs that they didn't necessarily write. But we do require that they play an instrument. We haven't done the acapella. And believe me, that was a hard decision for me to make, because when I started songwriting and I started going out and playing writers rounds in Nashville, I was a lyricist only. I couldn't play guitar, and even now I'm probably a below average guitar player. But it is one of those things that, like, I wanted to learn to play so I could play the original songs I was writing. So it's not a knock on lyricists. I was a lyricist only for many years. I just got tired of having to have somebody else play for me. So I was bound and determined to learn how to play enough guitar to go out and play writers rounds. And I've had a chance since then to play some great writers rounds. I've had a chance to play a couple other shows that were really, really cool, that had I not taken that step to learn, it would have never happened for me. And the reason why I can be a testament, I guess, is I'm 53 years old. So I started looking into professional songwriting much later in life. I started when I was 45 years old down the professional route, with a lot of influence from some really talented musicians that I was friends with, to get back into music. Had been in music years and years and years ago, to a very small degree, but became the whole family route and the dad route. And that was important to me more than anything, is to be a father. So I've had the chance. I'm very blessed to have two incredibly beautiful adult young daughters. And I made the decision, okay, it's time to make the jump, head to Nashville, go the route, and push the songwriting as well as a little artistry. I have a couple songs, know you. But we will be moving to what I was mentioning earlier. The show format is going to change a little different. We're probably going to a once a month show. And that's going to be very specific. We're going to be advertising, lock in our artists early on, which we always tend to lock in our artists fairly early. But we're going to be focused on locking in those artists, having them come on, spend more time with them. As you saw tonight with Emma and with Natalie, we had a chance to ask a few more questions, get to know them a little better. It wasn't as rushed as it has been early on. We started a show, we had 6 people in 2 hours. And even though we'd run over some, the goal is to make sure we give these artists as much time as we possibly can. So we'll be doing it a little bit differently. It's really kind of geared towards what we'll be doing with the podcast when we launch it in about a month. I keep saying we, because there was a whole team, but that team has very important things to do and are busy. It's one of my teammate people that was on the team is nowhere even available to be any internet or phone access for about 9 days at a time. So, that's all changed. So it's me running the whole thing, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Like many songwriters and artists, I have a full-time job, and I write in the evenings and weekends, and I go out and I play, and I've got opportunities to do some other things as well. So the show is extremely important to me, as anybody know who has watched it. This was definitely a godsend and a prayer answered when this show came about. And I enjoy every single moment I'm on here with these artists and interviewing them. So it's very, very important to me to continue. Oh, so instrumentals allowed. Instrumentals allowed. Sorry, I'm reading. I don't know why I'm not reading the big print below. I'm reading the small print. I've got 4 screens, but I'd be absolutely down if you have an original instrumental. I'd be absolutely down with that. Yeah, we'll kick that off about 8:30. So, but I mentioned that my name was on the marquee, so I'm going to play a couple songs. Get a little drink, moisten up the vocal cords since I've been banging around on them for the last couple hours a little bit. I'm going to take the headphones off because I can't hear my guitar if I do that. So I'm going to remove these and I'm going to play a couple songs. This first one actually may be the next song I release. It's a very, very important song to me. If anybody knows me, I am a huge fan and supporter of our U.S. military, our men and women in blue, and all of our first responders. And I had the privilege a few years ago to meet a police captain out of Ohio. And we were talking about songwriting and different music. And he was saying, there really aren't a whole lot of songs or many out there, about police officers. And, I was like, he was absolutely right. There's a ton of songs out there. It was a song that was on my heart for many years. And I had a chance to write this song with a couple buddies of mine. Doc Lewis is an incredible artist. Lives in Nashville right now, but touring all over, playing all over in Texas and doing radio interviews. Doc Lewis, make sure you give him a follow. He's been on the show in the past. And a friend of ours, songwriter Jim Hawking. So we sat down and started talking about it and wrote this song. And I had a chance to play it for a couple police officers, and they just absolutely loved it. And so this may be the next song I release. It's called Duty Called. Raised by the badge and a back pew prayer, sirens for lullabies. Learn right from wrong at the kitchen table, and how to stare danger in the eye. Family smoking brothers, they lost along the way. If you're going with the blue, it's a risk that you take. Song that's a call from dispatch. Motorcade en route. Take the searches, old storm